Good morning. So I just finished working out. Brett is currently at the gym working out. And I just wanted to come make my coffee because I do this every single morning and give y'all just a little nugget of truth that I found. And that is to break the chains. Now, no, to take the chains off. That's what it is. So basically, this is not fun to share, I'm not gonna lie, but you know if you are at your capped potential. You know if you are at that glass ceiling and you just cannot break it because of the chains that you're wearing. Now, for most of us, those chains are either gonna be a job that we're at or the people that we surround ourselves with. And I'll tell you, I've done this twice now. Neither time has been fun, but both times have completely changed my life. There we go. Hold on, y'all, technical difficulties. There we go. And we're back. I think it might do that a few times. My battery pack is like glitching. So the first time I did this was at my job, and that was about 5 years ago. I had reached my income potential. Now, I could have made more income if I wanted to be away from my family more. My income was directly tied to the chains that are known as time. So my income was directly affected by, I asked my boss, I said, what do I need to do to get up to $75,000 a year? Because I wanted to break the ceiling I was at and get a raise. And you know what? He said, well, you can work this amount of hours, recruit this amount of people, because I was doing a sales job at the time. And basically it meant long days, long weekends, even more time away from my baby and my husband. And I said, you know what? I don't want to do that. I refuse to do that. I refuse to trade my family for money. Now, again, I'm not hating on anybody. I'm telling you this is my story. By the way, if you want to try this coffee, swipe up and comment sample. I've got a bunch of samples I just got in the mail. So that's my story. So I took the chains off. I walked away from that job and I went into the online world and completely shattered the glass ceiling of what my income potential could be. So that was my first, and I thought that would be like the only time I really had to like take the chains off. About a year ago, we were serving in a capacity that was really fulfilling us, and my husband and I were just growing. We saw the glass ceiling, and there were a bunch of us that saw the glass ceiling, and we were running for it. Like, we were jumping up. The best way I can say it is the ceiling's above you, right? So you're jumping up, and every time you jump, you're getting closer to that ceiling. Well, then all of a sudden, people around us started sitting down. Now, if you work with a team of people, now this could be at your job or in a volunteer capacity. If you work with a team of people, you're all tied onto the same chain. So yes, you individually, you can be jumping towards a glass ceiling, but if all the people that you're tied to with that same chain start sitting down, there's only so many people you can carry. When you look around and the majority of people are sitting and you're one of the only ones jumping towards that ceiling, and every time you're just getting farther and farther away because you jump, you see the ceiling and then boom, you're pulled back down by those chains. You got to take the chains off. There's no point in butting your head against the wall to break the chains at that point. You've got to take them off and find a new group of people to be chained to. And we did. We walked away from something we had built for 6 years, the hardest decision of our life. And you know what? Over the last year, God has expounded our influence exponentially. It's been amazing. So if you are being tied down by your chains, and you know what that is, again, that could be your income potential. Maybe you need to reach out to me and you need to break that glass ceiling. Maybe you're at your job and you love your job and your income potential is limitless. But in another area of your life, you have chains that are dragging you down. You need to take the chains off. It's not going to be easy. It's going to suck. There's going to be a lot of tears, probably. There was in our case. You can't stay where you are if you want to grow. Now, if you're happy where you are and you're like, I don't want to grow, I'm the one sitting on the floor. Stay where you're at. You know what? Stay in your comfort zone. You don't need to do any more if you don't want to do any more. You don't need to get any better if you don't want to get any better. Stay on the floor. But if you want to grow, it's not going to be easy. You can't stay where you are. and you just have to do it. You've got to step out in faith, and you've got to do it. So that's the coffee chat this morning, y'all. Super, super simple. Stop trying to break the chains. You are chained to other people. You are chained to your hours. You are chained to whatever's holding you down. Instead, empower yourself and realize you can take the chains off. You don't need to break them. You can take them off, and you are free to walk away.